and join me here. Hi, Evan. Evan, hi. There we go. And Melina, hi. When the Rebbe asked us to take up our post here in Mission Viejo 28 years ago, the Rebbe wanted that it should be a couple and a family, and raise your family in a community. And so this is the idea of bringing positivity, bringing light to wherever we can. There are thousands of couples like ourselves all around the world. And many of them are in Israel, in the south of Israel, in all the different parts. And this week, Bassie was on a conference call with those Rebbitzins, with those women who run the Chabad centers there. And, this is a time of difficulty and challenge. And I want you to hear from Bassie a message of positivity and uplift.
Hi, everybody. I was a little nervous about tonight. I think all of us are in this together. It's been a really tough week. We're all feeling completely drained. We're walking around like zombies trying to get things done. It's been really, really hard, to say the least. But I can't tell you how good it felt when I parked my car and came to this crowd here. I just felt like for the first time in this entire week, I really felt like this deep feeling of warmth and peace deep inside of me. So I just want to thank you all so much for being here tonight, because I feel like when we're together, we're much better, right? Better together, we're stronger together, and thank you so much for being here. As Rabbi shared a little bit, we have been so touched by everybody's kindness. We've been at Chabad this week, and literally people have just been walking through the doors, strangers that we've never met. Most of them are not even Jewish, and they're coming with flowers. Like just literally like an hour ago, somebody walked in with a dozen croissants. Somebody, a woman in the community, they don't know us personally, but they know what's going on, and they want to share their love and their care. So Chabad is adorned with many flowers and lots of cards and lots of emails and lots of texts that we've gotten. And it's just, that is really what has been carrying us this entire week, with all the dreadful, horrific, there's no words for the news that we've all seen and read. And it's just been, that's really what's carrying us all. So I just wanted to share that, how touched we are by all of you and by everybody's kindness out there. There's so much good happening now. The news, they share all the horror stories, but behind that, there's so much good. And I was lucky enough to be on a call yesterday with the rabbis and their wives who are literally in the trenches, right in the south, in Sderot, in Ashkelon, in Ashdod, and many other places. And they were sharing their firsthand accounts of what happened Saturday morning. It was the holiday of Simchat Torah, and they were going to the synagogue, and literally like what transpired that day and the next day and what's been going on. One of the women was telling us how like she teaches in a school where many of the different people from the kibbutz goes. They're right in the south. And so many of her colleagues, so many of them are, have been either kidnapped or somebody in their family has. I mean, it's just like they're there where it's all happening. But, what I wanted to share was that's exactly what they're trying to accomplish. All the news, all the videos they're showing, when they get more hits, that makes them feel like they're winning. And so what they're telling me and Rabbi, we also have many, many cousins who run Jewish centers in Israel, all across Israel. We also have cousins who are in the IDF, first cousins and second cousins. We have many cousins there. One of our cousins was shot the first day in his head, and he's in critical condition, with many others that are wounded and need our prayers and need us to come together. But what they're telling us, and Rabbi's sister, Nechama, is also in Israel, living there right now. And so they're sharing with us constantly the stories. And one of the things, after speaking to my sister-in-law yesterday, she was telling us about how somebody gave her like money, to go buy out the grocery stores and go drive to somebody in America, gave her a big amount of money and said, here, I want you to go and bring it to the bases. And she went to the grocery store. It's a family owned grocery store. And she came in and she said, and they were like, what, she was like, do you have, how many, cases can I get of water bottles, of drink? She loaded up her car and she was ready to pay for everything. And the grocery store manager said, no, this is on us. You're not paying a penny. And they came and they literally loaded her cars, got as much food as they could into her car, and they would not take a penny. Then she drives to one base. She comes there and she wants to drop off all this food. And they told her somebody else just came minutes ago and dropped off tons of food. And thank God they don't need it. Bring it to another base. And she goes to another base and the second base tells her the same thing. So the feeling of unity that is going on in Israel, the positivity, even with all the horrors going on, the videos that they're showing us is that the soldiers are dancing, they're singing as they are holding their guns. Like, it's surreal. It's hard for us to imagine, but when you see it and you hear from people who are on the ground, you realize that that is what they want. And they're telling us, mimic us. We don't want you walking around like the world's coming to an end. We want you to take action. We want unity. We want